Hey everybody, here we are again, and it's a St. Peter's Ruby Red. That's nice. And we're here to talk about it. So, straight off, it's an all malt kit. Comes with 2 cans of malt extract, pre-hot malt extract. It also comes with a sachet of Golding's hops powder. Stored in a cool, dry place. Ingredients: maltodextrin, hop oil. And it comes with a packet of yeast that I've not used because I'm using the SO4 yeast, as I usually do. Reusing it. When it starts to turn, I bin it off. If it has any sort of SO4 malfunction, do you want to call it? So, what does it say on the box? Delicious tawny red ale with subtle malt undertones, subtle malt undertones, and a distinctive spicy hop aroma. Right, approximately 4.3 ABV, 3 kilo kit. As I say, it's all malt, 2 cans of malt. There's a bit of bump about the brewery on the back. If you feel the urge, screenshot it. I can't be bothered. So yeah, basic instructions on the side. Ingredients: hot malt extract, in brackets, barley, in bold, malt, so it's barley malt, not all in brackets, barley malt, rye malt, water, hops, hop extract in sachet, doesn't mention the maltodextrin, dried brewing yeast in sachet. Alliage device, secret ingredients in bold, so it's barley and malt, both contain gluten. Bore you with the facts and figures now. So, starting gravity of 1048 at 23 degrees C. Final gravity 1012 at 20 degrees C. That's nearly, is it 2 points difference? 1 point difference? I've talked about this before, I'm not bothering. Approximately 4.891% alcohol, and the kit was £21.95. No added costs, because it's an all malt kit. So, let's get into the beer. It's had a spicy hop aroma, didn't it? Barely. I would say more earthy. But, give it a look at. It's a nice, it says tawny red. So, I'm thinking that means brownish red. Torch needs a new battery in, I think. So as you can see, it's, I'd say, polished clear. Pretty much. A nice, it has got a red tinge to it. It's sort of a, yeah, quite a good red tinge to it. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, let's get it round the laughing tackle. There is a distinct bitterness, but there's a fruitiness in there as well. It's almost like a sherry, that sort of thick grapey raisin type flavour. There's a sweetness to it. There is quite a distinct bitterness that runs all the way through. I found that with a lot of the St. Peter's kits. It might be the fact that they're not suited to my water. I was looking then at the box. That's not going to tell me, is it? It might tell me where it comes from. Put that down. Suffolk. Right, so, yeah. So it's made in Suffolk. It doesn't really say whether it's on a river or not. You'd hope they're not using the river water. Could well be harder water. Down south, aren't they? Suffolk. Geography isn't very good, but they're down there somewhere. Sulfites. Probably got sulfites in the water. It'd be sulfites, but it probably doesn't. I've got sidetracked. Yeah, bitter. That's what. Yeah, it may not be suited to my water. It's not the ruby red is actually better. Their IPA. Ooh, that's a little bit on the twingy bitter side. Haven't done one of them for a while because I'm not too keen. They're a bit too bitter for me. This is quite nice. It's got that bitterness. It's still lingering now. Is the bitterness? You can still taste it on the tongue. But there is there's a spiciness to it. That might be the rye. That allegedly brings a spiciness into it. It might be the hops. But there's a slightly sweet, probably crystal flavour. Don't know which one. Possibly one of the darker crystals. But that is a nice beer. The head dies off quite quickly, as most of them do. But it does hold just a little bit of a cap and produces some quite nice lacing on the glass, if you're into that sort of thing. It also tastes nice. £21.95, so it's 22 quid. One of the pricier kits. Mid-range kit. You've got some really cheap ones. I think some just about start at £10. Maybe £10.95, so it's 11 quid. They go up to... I didn't buy them at this price, don't get me wrong. They go up to nearly 30 quid. By Joe, I'm not paying 30 quid for a kit of beer. No way. But I got it cheap. I've shown it in the past. Right. Nice beer. Would I buy it again? Yes. I bought it in the past and I will buy it again. As I say, a tingy. No, it's just a refreshing bitterness, I'd say. But it lingers. It is a bit of a lingering one. So not as clean on the mouth as other. I mean, this is a ruby red ale, isn't it? So certainly not. Most other ales are quite light on the bittering. This would be more like I would say, a bitter. Yeah, it's nice. It's good beer. It's got a solid medium mouthfeel to it. No real gaps. You've just got this sweetness, slight sweetness up front, blending into the malty, earthy spiciness, and then this bittering throughout. Nice beer, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Cheers. Bye.
Is this a one-way ticket on a train line with no stops? Should I sit back and just take it, or should I call the shots?